back, everybody. So I thought I would go ahead and do a review over the 4 beers that are in the new Belgium Voodoo Ranger pack, at least for October of 2021. So the first one that's in there is Voodoo Ranger IPA. The next one is Voodoo Ranger 1985 IPA. Then Voodoo Ranger Haze, American Haze. Then Voodoo Ranger Xperimental IPA. Now this one is from batch 4. So Nectaron is the hop. I'm guessing it's the single hop in there. Now these last 2 are open because I just did reviews on them. I will link the New Belgium playlist up here if you want to go ahead and check it out. I did not look at any of my other scores on Untappd. I kind of remember what I gave these to. But let's go through them and just see what you're getting in this pack. I'm not sure what the cost was. You do get 3 of each of these, so it is a 12 pack. I think my wife picked it up at Walmart, so shouldn't be too much. I'm guessing under 14 bucks for the 12 pack. I'm guessing the standard Voodoo Ranger will be obviously the base, maybe. And I can't remember how long ago. We'll look it up just to see. I'm pretty sure I've had the regular Voodoo Ranger, but just to make sure, I'll look it up and we'll see. There we go. So I'm going to set these cans over here in the order. I think you guys will still be able to see them. I'll kind of move this stuff over. There we go. There. I think you guys can see them. Okay, let's look up this first one just to make sure that I've had it. I know I have. I think I had it in a bottle. Yep. Okay, I've had it. I'm not going to... It just shows the 3 of them. There's actually a Voodoo Ranger IPA 2019 throwback that I didn't know about. I don't want to look up scores, so I'm not going to click on that. So looking at these, I would say the standard Voodoo Ranger IPA is the standard. That looks the most like a regular IPA. I don't know how long ago this came out. December 5th is the best buy date. But I don't know when it came out. I don't want to look at Untappd. But yeah, just looking at these, I would have to say, here's your standard IPA. Then they started going. I would actually put this experimental next. If we were going by like haziness, something like that, looking at the color, I would put this one next. Then the 1985 third, and then the American Wheat I would put in 4th, just because of the darker color. If we were going through that, I would say that's the progression they went. But I mean, if you look with your eyes, depending on what color you like or how clear you like your beer, would be the one you pick. So the Voodoo Ranger IPA is 7%. So let's go ahead and smell that. I mean, heads, these 2 had 1.5 fingers of head. This one has 1/2 finger. This one has about 1/4 finger, if you wanted to go like that. But let's go ahead and smell. Kind of floral. Maybe a little passion fruit floral. A touch of sweet malt in there. It is 7%. It is pushing a double IPA, and I think it shows that. We'll look at the hops at the end, but yes, that smells like a standard IPA. Let's go for 1985. Juicy fruit. What's the percentage on this one? 6.7. Like candied, like a sweeter candied fruit. Definitely smells different than the regular. So far, that one smells the best. Let's go for the American Haze. See, I think that has like a stinky foot, like a passion fruit smell. I think, if I remember right, like the style guidelines had like guava. I can see that. Kind of fruit. I remember that Nectaron does have peach. It is kind of sweet, maybe like a meaty peach in there. I think the American Haze is 5%, then the Experimental is 6.6, and this is 6.7. Yep. So out of these, at least for me, I would say for the smell, I like the 1985 smell the best. It's more New England style, and I think in an IPA, at least right now, that's what I want. I don't want that maltiness, that sweetness. So yeah, the 1985 wins. Let's go ahead and taste. Kind of your traditional IPA malt. A little, I almost want to say like passion fruit, pine bitterness in there. Maybe a touch of floral. Yeah, that bitterness, yeah, standard throwback IPA, which is weird because of the 1950 or 85. And I don't think, yeah, it doesn't say anything on there. Let's go ahead and taste. Yeah. Well, at least drinking it next to that, it's like you get this big, juicy, like nice and fresh tropical fruit with raspberry. I'm guessing it's just because I just drank that. But on that back end, that bitterness from the IPA, kind of, yeah, it's like raspberry. I know there's no raspberry in here. Yeah, that tropical fruit really sticks out. I think I said it in the review. I'm not sure what they're going back to for 1985. I don't know if it's some way they used the hops or what, but there's no way that was around in 1985. Okay, American Haze. Smoother. Now, drinking it next to the 1985, I think it does bring out some more of that tropical fruit in there. A little thicker beer. But, yeah, there's still a little bit of stinky foot in there that, like, dominates the palate, so that passion fruit. Yeah, and that's about it. Let's try the next one. You can really pick up the sweetness in there. Now, these two are a little bit warmer, but in the Experimental number 4, I think I pick up that sweetness a little bit more than any of the other ones. Grassy passion fruit foot in there. A little bitterness, but it seems like that 1985 like just dominates. So at least for me, the 1985 is the winner. Let's see what I rated each one of these just to see how much my palate's changed. So if we look at the Voodoo Ranger, I gave it a 4, and that was back in 2017. And I think this one was last year. So the 1985 I gave a 4.25. And if we take a look at this, everybody, there's almost 51,000 people that have rated this 3.87. I really think that's low. Then the American Haze, I gave a 3.5. Then the Experimental Batch 4, I gave a 3.75, I believe. But yeah, for this, I think it's good. It gives you kind of a variety of everything. And ABV. Obviously, the Voodoo Ranger IPA is a little bit more, where the American Haze is a little bit less. But overall, yeah, 1985, I could drink that all the time. So if you like this, tell me which one you like the best in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.